It sounded like Ross was okay with it. He's got a good shelter at least in place for him to take a nuke.
Let's go straight into that.
Well, Ross is. I listen to your because the whole joint is on YouTube. The champagne. What is it?
Moments.
Champagne moments. I listen because you put me on because I'm like, where is it at? Like I'm looking on like just for an album
you
or
thought
a
it was
single.
an actual track.
Yeah, because I wasn't on social media. I was
What
real
he
busy
did
this week.
allegedly, or at least what I heard, it was immediate response to the Drake.
It came out the same
right?
day, and he was mentioning stuff about.
Yeah. He was
But
going
also-
I know he was.
he
He was
also-
taking the shots that may get you canceled.
Well, I know he also.
Nigga said, white boy.
I was like,
he was going crazy
like
on my
canceled.
boy. Jeez.
Yo, he was. Let's just say this.
The dialogue at the end
Rizzo, one of my
is
favorites,
it.
yo.
Crazy.
That is so
Rizzo,
funny.
He sounded very confident. On
Said,
the
fix
track.
your nose so you ain't have your daddy nose.
Oh, he was wildin'. You know the old heads gonna love that too, because he stayed in that like, yo, anybody from like the 35 and older
Hell
crew is
yeah.
gonna be like, this
I'm
the
there.
greatest diss track
I'm
of ever.
there, yo. I like the Ross track.
No,
yo.
Ross
I
was
liked it
hard.
a lot.
It was
yo.
hard, yo.
Yeah,
I looked at like
Ross
5
was
times
hard.
on the way over.
He was
Yeah, y'all
disrespectful.
thought,
I did too. I put it on repeat when I did my workout. Then Zay was like, yo, try tapping into the Ross diss. I played
Zay
it the
might
whole
have
time.
talked about this before on previous podcasts, but a lot of people, I don't want to say a lot of people, but he doesn't get the credit he needs to as far as his lyricism. Ross is nice, yo. Ross has been nice,
one of
yo.
my
Like,
favorites,
that's somebody
yo.
that
Ross
people
And
don't
he's
talk
rap
about.
with everybody.
I don't hear that
like,
in the
he
lyric
he was one of the
conversations.
only big dudes back then when Drake and them started really popping that have really rap with the underground dudes too and like have a hard feature on everybody album.
And also, we was talking about prior to the pod, like about a whole nother artist that has nothing to do with any of this. But unless we find out something later. But Ross's beat selection,
Yeah.
yo, he
Yeah.
knows.
I think people forget about that summer when they come Big Meech.
Nobody forgot about
Larry Hoover.
He
You
dropped
remember
like
we used
3
to go
joints
out,
that
yo,
summer.
that
was
summer
Lex
was
Luger.
crazy.
Lex Luger, I looked up his story too. That's wild.
That was like,
Bro,
what was that?
Teflon Don era.
2013?
Lex
Luger's-
was crazy.
What was
You
that,
need to watch
2013,
his-
2012?
It might have been somewhere
Somewhere
around
around
that.
there.
It was
somewhere around
early, bro, because we was still at the bar every night type
Yeah, I
situation.
remember.
So it was
He
early.
was
That-
slapping. He dropped like 2 songs that sound exactly the same, yo. But
Bro,
they
and
was
they used to
slapping.
get
No, they
the
were back to
party
back, too.
crazy.
Slaps.
Yeah, both of the
They
songs
would
back
get
to
the
back on
party
album.
crazy. They'd be like, yo, cut that Ross on, yo.
Nah, he had my man.
Cut that Ross on, yo.
there. I'm scarred. I have tattoos.
The tattoo tear of joy, that was fire.
Almost made me tear. when
I
was
ran. I used to
walking
run. That was one of the ones I used to run back OD in college, yo. When I was in my
That
undergrad,
was
joint, yo,
2010,
trying to figure
man
it out,
young.
yo.
It was 2010.
A young mustache.
Yeah,
Because it was around the time Kanye had dropped.
that was
My
later
People
years
Got
of college. I was in like my junior year or something
It
like
was
that.
people dropping smokers at that time.
Yeah.
It's literally a couple of the best hip hop albums of the last 20 years came out around that time.
Bro, he was wild. Ross is nice.
Ross-
so it was great to hear him rapping like that.
Yeah,
And
good job,
still
Ross.
No, he's
targeting
But good
one
job, Drake,
guy,
too.
yo. He ain't playing.
He said.
But whose this was harder, though, to y'all?
Who's this? I don't know.
Let's
I
keep
like them
going with
both.
it. We got anything else
Hold
on
on,
the
I'm
Ross?
No, I
gonna
want to
talk
stay in
about
the whole
Ross.
rank,
Yeah,
in
let's
this
keep
whole
going.
lane.
Let's keep going with the Ross. And then
I
we
thought
can do
Ross
that.
was funny because he said what he said. You got the doc pull up. Well, he said pull up the Dockers or something like that with no underwear on under it. And I thought it was funny because I was like, is that something white people really be doing? And you know what made me question that? I watched Roadhouse, of course, over the years.
Yeah.
In Roadhouse, yo, even when I was young, I was like, yo, Patrick Swayze had like they showed the scene where I think he was with Shorty. He just pulled the jeans off. He had like no underwear. I was like, I was so confused as a young kid. I was like,
Commando style in
what's
the
going on
jeans
here?
is insanity.
I was like, yo, the friction level. I was confused.
You should not move that way.
I was thinking
yo.
immediately at that time.
Yo,
this
that's
what made,
nuts.
This what
Niggas
made me
is
question
crazy.
it because his OG, remember the OG
I mean,
dude
people
in
are
the
crazy.
film that kind of was like the,
Yeah.
the cooler before him that he learned from.
Mm-hmm.
Something had happened with him, and I think he was like he did something, and he had no drugs under the pause. I mean, but this is in the movie. It's like.
Crazy.
And I was like, wait a minute, is this just as a young person? I was like, is this the thing of white dudes? Is this what we doing?
Because that's not in our community.
It got
That's
so
not
bad with our community. We was wearing basketball shorts with drawers on
That's
under
why I
our
was like, yo,
shorts. So
Ross,
I don't
like that in
understand
our
that at all.
That sound like Ross mad funny.
No, the funniest joint was where he said he got his body done, and that's why you wearing these funny fits on stage.
concerts.
And then I start looking,
Yeah.
you got the tight form fit joints for the joints. Like when you get your body done, you're supposed to keep wearing form fit so it stay in shape. Oh my God, that's
But,
funny, yo.
See the sick part
That's
to me,
hysterical.
that shows a lack of mental dexterity. Cause like, you got a basketball court in your house, you should be able to keep it in shape.
Nah, you
could
can't,
pay a
bro. You gotta
trainer.
get it done. You got
You
the
could pay
abs
somebody
done.
to do
You got the
give you a
nose
diet and all
job,
Got
that.
the nose down because pops, yo. You don't want that big nose no more.
What makes that diss tough?
Damn it.
Crazy.
You
But
know
he got money like that.
You know what's gonna make that diss tough? Drake has alluded to it, and other people have alluded to it. Drake has kind of expressed, like, even when he wrote that long joint to Joe Budden, people know the things that trigger him.
Yeah, it's clear.
Like the plastic
It's
stuff.
clear now.
Ross kept calling him white boy on purpose.
Yeah, he was going in.
On purpose. That
On
wasn't
the dialogue,
That wasn't just a
he
joke.
said that at least 10 times.
That's
That
because you
was
gotta
on-
think. You gotta think though. Like I'm Kendrick, right? I'm really from outside.
Calm.
When I was outside, you was on Degrassi. Like, bro, stop playing with me, yo. Like, I would call him like, yo, stop playing with
You
me,
remember
yo.
that infamous tuna
What are you
fish
talking about,
video,
yo?
when he was talking about the tuna
Yeah,
sandwich?
he was
that
mad.
exists online, yo.
His lunch sandwiches was cut diagonally, yo.
No, he was mad because moms ain't bring home the tuna sandwich that he wanted. You remember that?
Yo.
That's an incredible video that people should just look up. Drake tuna sandwich. It's
Bro, an
incredible.
actor, the greatest actor of all time.
Also, Ross was like, you want to hang around with the boys when you had, I mean, you trying to be cool. White
He was
boy.
called
I was just saying.
the stay scheming time.
Yeah, he said
that was what he was talking about.
That
He
line was
around.
on Stay Scheming. I predicted my future. Yo, but like he was talking about how like what he said. He was like
I didn't
basically
keep that.
he said you didn't get into a fight back in school. You got with the people to pick your battles. That's why he be talking about. I don't want to say certain things, but the people he be surrounded by. Yeah. Ross,
He was going crazy.
what makes the diss even tougher, and I know it's more personal, and I know it's going to affect, even if Drake comes back with a harder diss towards him, it's going to feel away because he put it at the end. Drake, this is why I was surprised that it happened. Drake always, like, it was always an understanding that Drake, like, really, like, kind of looked up to Ross, yo.
Yeah.
And they were mad close.
And he played
And Ross, no, that's why
Ben
he
Petty
sound-
paying a clip with him like, yeah, I
that's why
really
he
like
sounded
Rick Ross.
confident. He sounded
That's
very
what he was talking
confident
about.
on the track
Yeah.
because it's like, I'm big bro. I don't care
Yeah.
what you saying you doing with all this other stuff.
And
I'm
he
Ross,
he
yo.
was hot when that Lil Wayne putting Drake on type situation was really going on when they had all of them. Because you remember they had the whole conglomerate back then with what was the guy named Gutta Gutta and all them dudes like, yo, when they had like the joint album
Young
together
Money.
and then Drake started finally.
That's the Young Money team.
Yeah, Young
yeah.
Money.
Lil
They had
Twist
Nicki
and all them, Mac Main, all
Yeah.
that.
Ross said, I mean, not Ross.
Dang, what happened to him?
Drake said
They still doing
Drake
their
and
thing.
Drake's diss was talking about how basically he was saying like Ross, your big hits or whatever, what you didn't get him charting until I was on it, which I'm not. I don't think that's necessary. That isn't necessarily true. But I kind of get where he's trying to go. But OG style, he flipped it and was like, yo, yeah, I mean, you was on them tracks because for like social and just the look, it was a good look for you, yo, hanging with the boys, yo, like
Yeah.
that. So Ross was very confident on the diss track.
Damn.
Because he knows the dark secrets,
yeah,
bro.
they both killed their joints though.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to
I
get
don't
to.
know, man.
Overall, who y'all think had the
You
best
think you
hits?
I like them
saying
both,
including the Kendrick one or out of those?
We
two?
gonna say
Kendrick
so
one was
right
like
now
a-
we gonna say Kendrick, J. Cole's deleted track, Rick Ross, and then Drake.
I don't know. I kind of got like a tie between.
That's between
Because I
Ross
respect
and
Drake
to
shooting
me.
at everybody on the track, but I like Ross, bro track. I like them both.
Yeah.
So, the Kendrick
I think that's just the older man in me,
Yeah.
yo. Like I enjoy that.
one was deleted,
Y'all
and the
gonna-
other one was like a
Yeah, so we
jab.
got to take J. Cole out of it because he literally
even Kendrick
deleted
though.
it.
Kendrick joint was a. I guess you could put him on the plane, but Kendrick joint was like a let's start the
feel like-
walls to crumble.
Yeah.
No,
it wasn't
Kendrick
like he was
joint
going
was
smack.
like where I just was like just throwing a little slap
Yeah.
at you, but it was
Financially,
shots.
right now though, the Kendrick joint.
It
is
was
the one.
shots, yo. Like he was really going
y'all
in.
gonna be
like,
shocked with my take.
You like his Drake?
I think Drake went a
I'm not
little
surprised,
crazy,
yeah.
bro.
I'm
Like
saying-
when I
I'm
heard
saying,
that,
like,
as
he
much
didn't
as
say he
much
go
as I'd be
crazy.
like, yo,
I just
Drake
like the
be-
Ross more.
Yeah, I
Yo,
like-
Drake
yeah.
smoked that
They
joint.
rock,
I was
yeah.
like, yo, he really wild.
You heard it in our breakdowns though. Like we was going crazy on all of
He
them.
wilding, yo. He's really and he
Drake-
knows the dark
Drake
secrets.
was a response. Ross was a response. Kendrick was more of a. It was a response to others, but it was more of a let's get it started.
Yeah,
So that's
just
why I
throwing
kinda
the light
separate that
jabs
one.
where
Yeah.
I'm tired of the subtle.
Ross and
Let's throw some
Drake was
light
throwing
jabs.
Ross and
haymakers
Drake
though.
is-
Like
Ross and
they was
Drake
fighting
is
like
really,
Eastside
though,
Cruz.
They on the same. Those are on the same round to me.
Okay.
To me personally, that's
So
how.
we just say those two then.
Yeah.
You gotta
And
pick from
Cole
those two.
and Kendrick. To
But
me
Ross's
on the
joint
same-
was fire
I
too.
see.
That's how
what you're
I
saying.
look at it. I
So it's
separate
kind of
those.
separated.
And not to cop a plea, like Ross's joint was very impressive. I was highly impressed this morning. I'm
was
like,
great.
oh yeah, he really wilding right now.
And you could tell it wasn't even mixed. I think they
Yeah.
just
No, it
took that
wasn't.
and
Yeah.
just threw it out. That's hard.
It sounded like the
Yeah.
tracks I throw on SoundCloud,
he
yo. I'm like, yo,
That's
he
hard.
okay, yo.
He halfway not stomped, but he's kind of stepped on his Drake's what's the name, yo, because it came out in less than 24 hours, and you already got people doing all the memes. We've seen a couple of the memes and stuff already, yo. Like people now, it's not just Drake just shot everybody. Let's run this up right now. It's like Rizzo then came in there, and we talking about it all at the point. So it's like I said, as long as this stuff stays hip hop. What's the
What's the point? Yo, y'all rich. Yeah, let it stay hip hop.
Nah,
Be the
too.
best artist, yo.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too, but I just don't want no messiness to get involved. But
Yeah.
be messy on the songs, bro. Like,
They haven't
no mess
said
anywhere
anything.
else.
They haven't said
Somebody
anything
gonna
like
aim.
But they all know every people.
Somebody gonna aim
That's
like
the
Rick
thing.
Ross from
They do say
outside.
that. Yeah, they say that
Kendrick
people
from
the
outside.
camps.
Who's
the
gonna
camps
shoot?
is the
Who's gonna
issue.
shoot really low? It's a matter of time, yo. It's a matter of
See,
time.
but that's another playback to the lineage, yo. You better not play with us, yo. They had the feds come out on you quick, yo. You better chill.
Hey, yo,
Y'all
chill.
better chill in that in
Hey,
certain lineages. I'm just saying.
That's hilarious.
I'm just saying.
You keep testing
The
the,
business
waters, and it's
acumen
funny,
is-
yo. But
is
we just
dangerous
it's
out
the
here,
business acumen, bro. That
Can't mess with people with the business acumen. yo.
Yeah, yo, like, yo, for real. The whole CIA just come out. Get away from Drake's. And matter of fact, it'd be like a big sentinel that come down and
damn, yo,
just
the
disintegrate
Sentinel is
everybody.
crazy, yo.
Damn.
Yo, the Sentinel is wild.